What's up? This is Kong from XFaderz and I'm back with another video. And in this one, we're going to discuss how to back up your MacBook Pro or MacBook or your OS X devices to a Synology or network attached storage. If you've had a hard drive failure or OS crash on you, then you know the struggle to get your computer up and running takes a while. A lot of people use a secondary hard drive or partition to restore from, but the issue is if that device is connected inside of the computer that happens to crash, there could be a chance that you'll have issues restoring that image. So sit back and relax and continue watching this video, and hopefully by the end you'll be comfortable doing your own backups to network attached storage. So the first step I would suggest doing is doing some maintenance and cleanup. Take your time and make sure you set up the computer exactly like you would like to have it, and remove any unnecessary files that it's not important to back up at all. For those of you who are not familiar, Time Machine is the utility that OS X uses to back up. So this will allow you to open up a window here and it will ask you to select where would you like to create that backup on. Currently mine is set up to show the Time Machine in the menu bar, but if you go to the setting or system preferences on an OS X machine, you'll be able to find it at the bottom. The first thing you'll notice when you select backup disk is the Synology does not show up, only the partition on the hard drive and airport time capsule. So what we'll need to do is set up the Synology to be able to appear in the Time Machine options. To accomplish this, we simply have to log into the Synology device. So if you go to Control Panel and select Shared Folder, it'll open up a window to allow you to create a new folder for that backup to be stored in. So once it pops up, go over to Create and specify the name that you would like to have for that folder. So I've already created a name, which is OSX_TM, just to shorthand Time Machine. So I'm not going to recreate that folder. I'm going to just cancel out here. The next step is I need to navigate over to File Services, and it's right here on the left hand side. So once you select it, it'll open up another window and you're going to go over to Advanced. Under this option, under Bonjour, you can actually enable the Bonjour service discovery. And as a result, you can also enable the Bonjour Time Machine broadcast via SMB. So once you complete this step, you'll select Set Time Machine and specify that folder that you created just a second ago for that backup to be stored in. So make sure you click Apply on this window as well as on the control panel. I just click Cancel because it's already set up, but you can just click Apply here and it will save those changes. At this point, you'll jump back over to your Mac and enter the Time Machine window again. So now when you click Select Backup, the OSX_TM shows up in the window and you can select that to back it up to. Alright, now it will ask you to connect to that service. So you would simply type in the username and password for the Synology. And if you've gotten everything correct, it will just connect to that store and it will actually start the countdown for the backup. If you notice here on the left hand side, the backup automatically is checked. So to stop the countdown, just literally check this here and it will allow you to manually make your own backups. So whatever way you're comfortable with, I would suggest once you get up and running, you can do automatically. But if not, if you go back up to the top and click, you can choose the backup now. So I'll go ahead and start mine off right now. And right now it's just looking for backup, preparing backup. But it took about 45 minutes to do the first initial backup. Expect that to be a little bit shorter as time goes along, but that first backup normally takes the most amount of time. I would like to mention the speed of the backup really depends on your network connection. So at the moment I have my MacBook Pro connected through the Ethernet adapter, but if you're on Wi-Fi, that time will be quite a bit longer depending on the speeds of your wireless network. So I would highly suggest you use the Ethernet cable if you're doing your initial backup. Everyone after that you can possibly do through the Wi-Fi if you do not have a lot of data. Once the backup is complete, you can do a quick check to make sure everything went through successfully. So literally you can just go back to Time Machine and pop in there real quick just to see your files and see what has been backed up. So if you go to Time Machine in the top of your screen again, you can enter Time Machine. This will allow you to see the contents that was backed up. So this one will go as far as 903 and 946 today. So let's say I made some changes to a folder. So what I'll do is go into the Showtime folder that I saved up there in the music section. And first and foremost, rest in peace, Black Rob. But let's say that I accidentally deleted this folder, and what I'll do is empty it from the trash can. So now by doing so, that file is no longer on my local machine, but I can jump into Time Machine quickly and go back to the point where it was actually on the computer. So navigating back to 903 and looking at the very bottom, the black rod folder is there. So I can simply click on it and click Restore. And there you have it. That folder has been restored back to the PC and all the files inside. Now, worst case scenario, let's say your computer hard drive completely took a dive. You'll still be able to use the Time Machine backup to restore the computer entirely. So this will save you some time, especially if you got an event coming up soon and you need to replace your hard drive and restore your computer so you can do your performance. But using this method will definitely save you a lot of time in that process. It's a good idea to implement into your workflow. And it doesn't have to just be for a catastrophic failure. It can also be if you simply just wanted to increase your hard drive size. You can still use this process to restore all of your music files as well as your DVS software. And that's pretty much it. Hopefully you were able to follow through successfully and back up your files. If you have any questions, definitely leave them down there in the comment section. I'll try and help you out as quickly as possible. But that's pretty much it for me. Please like, share, and subscribe, and check us out at XFaderz.com.